But
Let's
thank
read
you
out the
so much.
lines, if you will.
Oh, yes. All right. So first of all, let's just start with some big waves out there. Let's get the energy back. Big waves, big waves. Thank you guys so much for your patience, for working with me. And I am so excited for tonight. I was really calm because we have two really phenomenal guests. So before I go into that too much, I want to kick off with our housekeeping. So I'm going to do a screen share here and go ahead and share what we've got going on tonight. So welcome to our Sunday night success session, where we just pick people from around New Age Nation to interview, to talk to them about what it is that they're doing to bring success into their business, because isn't that what we're here for? So I'm excited for this evening. We've got a couple of lovely ladies. But before we go too much further, I want to invite every single one of you, whether you're on my team, Coach Palmer's team, it doesn't matter, anywhere across New Age Nation, to join us on Telegram. And this is just a communication channel that we use to push out information to let you know perhaps when we have sales or when we've got some calls coming up. And so the way you find it, New Age Communication 2022, go ahead and follow that. You're going to click join and then make sure that you click your notifications to be always on so that you get notified when we share information with you. So wanted to give you guys some updates about the upcoming Super Saturdays. So we've got a manic Monday and a terrific Tuesday coming up. So this week we're going to be in Ripley, Mississippi on Monday night. And then on Tuesday, we're going to be in North Alabama in the Huntsville area at Bridge Street. So if you guys are anywhere in the vicinity, this part of the country, feel free to join us. They're going to be kind of a Super Saturday layout, but one on Monday and one on Tuesday. So they're going to be some really powerful events, and we'd love to see you there. And then our next official Super Saturday on a Saturday is going to be on May 14th in Colorado Springs. And then we have one coming up on May 21st in Salt Lake City. And that's a little bit of a change, just so you guys know. If you were planning on going to the earlier one in Salt Lake City, that has been reorganized. So if you have any questions, please reach out to Arlene, or I believe Ann Wilson is part of that as well. So feel free to reach out to them to get more details. So that's the Super Saturday information. We've got an updated training schedule. So feel free to take a screenshot of this if you can. And this is just the different events that we have throughout the week. Monday, New Age Live. Tuesday, we have Chalk Talk. We also have Real Health and Real Wealth with Dr. Crystal Vance and Kristen White. We have Wednesday, we have our shoppable shows. Thursday, comp plan and back office training. Saturday, we have Chris Doyle's Saturday training. And then on Sunday, we have this call every single week. And then if you guys are looking for a little bit of positivity, Monday through Friday, join us for 15 minutes at 9 a.m. Central Time for the Coach's Corner. We'd love to see you on there. This Monday, we've got John Wadsworth Jr. on the New Age Live. So that should be a really powerful one. If you want to see an upbeat, positive human, tune in with John. So definitely appreciate that about him. And then Tuesday, we have our very own Coach Palmer with his Chalk Talk. And guys, if you're looking for the nuts and bolts on how to build your business, this is the Zoom for you. So jump on here, join us. It's usually about an hour and it's very, very powerful. Also on Thursday, like we said, or I'm sorry, Tuesday. Tuesday, like we said, we have Dr. Crystal and Kristen White, and they do their Real Health, Real Wealth Zoom. Now, this one's a prospecting Zoom, so you can definitely invite guests to this and grow your business, leveraging their skills and their expertise to grow your business. And then this week on Wednesday, we have our shoppable show. And this week it's on immunity and our immune system. So go ahead and get your phones out. What I did is I made some slides with each of these little graphics on it that you guys can take a screenshot if you would like. And then you can crop them and put them on your social media in order to promote this upcoming shoppable show. help you get the word out, help you get guests on there. So they have 5 different graphics for it. So go ahead and grab all of them if you would like. And I know that there's a website that they're on as well, or maybe a Dropbox, and Christine will be sharing that on the New Age Live, the New Age Corporate North America Facebook page. So you can find them there as well. But I thought this was kind of an easy way to get everyone the information. So, and what I would recommend, what I've been doing is I love these graphics, but I'm not using them. I'm using mine. I take their information, I take their idea, and then I make it look like something Andrea would do, because my people are used to seeing a certain kind of post. Your people are used to seeing a certain kind of post. So you don't want them to think that all of a sudden you've been hacked if you do something that's really kind of out of your normal. But go ahead and hopefully you guys were able to grab that. That should be a really powerful Zoom or Shoppable Live this week. And then on Thursday, we have a comp plan training, and it's going to be a Q&A, which I love that. We've all got questions on the back office. So here we can reach out and we can comment on the actual Zoom, or it's a Facebook Live, and get our questions answered right then and there. And we have something special this week. I actually just found out about this. You guys all know Tammy Maltby. Oh, we've got somebody unmuted here. Okay, so I think I got that fixed, but we all know Erica and Tammy. They are a dynamic duo. They made a cookbook, so if you guys haven't grabbed that yet, you definitely can. But they have a cooking show that they're going to be talking about: Pure Nourish, Power Boost, Beauty Boost, and Giving Greens. Now, this won't be shoppable, but it'll be a definite something that you can use to gain more information for yourself and to use with your prospects. So highly, highly recommend that. And then we have some loyalty items. So again, we've got a quick one.
I went to Fry's, but I need to go to Safeway this week.
Okay. I don't know why. Hold on, guys. I'm not sure why we're not muted. So okay, now we should be good, but we'll see. But we have another 1-day sale. So you're getting a really good cheat here. It's very early. On April 13th, we've got 24 hours to get 50% off on Rejuvenix. So I don't know about you guys. I absolutely love, love, love that product. So you're going to want to grab it if you can. And then all month, we have Pure Nourish on sale, 30% off. So fantastic. Now, I wanted to take a quick minute, and I know we're running a little late before our guests here, but I wanted to take a quick minute to talk to you about a Renew flip and dip. So last week, Kim Gray came on here and she shared what she does with the Ultimate Pack. And when I was talking to her and I'm like, oh, I love this, I love this, I love this. But I'll tell you, most of my conversations right now, and I don't know if you guys are the same. If you are, then pay attention to this part. Most of my conversations right now are about Renew. And I thought, I wonder what it would look like if we did the same thing with Renew. So what I did is I priced this out shipping to my house. So it might be a little bit different, depending on where you are in the nation. But what I did was I said, purchase 4 3-packs, which would be 12 individual boxes of Renew. And that's going to cost us $1,190. Okay, that's with tax and shipping the whole 9 yards. If I sell each of those boxes, I can't see my notes here. If I sell them each at retail, okay, so $143, which is actually still a little bit of a discount to the end buyer because they're not paying tax and they're not paying shipping. But I kind of think my logic is I don't want to give them a big discount because I want them to order in the system next month, right? So they're going to get free tax, they're going to get free shipping that one time. Next month, if they want a bigger discount, well, then they can sign up for Subscribe and Save, or they can enroll as a brand partner, right? That's how they'll get a discount moving forward. But with that, that's going to be 700 PV, which will earn us $210 in the team lead bonus. So right there, we can subtract that 210 from our costs. So the real cost of the pack is $980. Now, if we then look at how much cash we received, we would we'd bring in $1,716, which is a profit of $736. And that doesn't even include if we purchase that under a brand new rep, we help that person, qualify for elite or business. It helps that person, advance, helps them get a paycheck, helps us get a paycheck. And then we also will get paid via match pay. So there's a lot that you can do with this, but I loved it. It was a little bit still a good chunk of change, right? If you've got somebody on your team that maybe you can partner up with, then you can share in the cost, you can share in the proceeds, right? There's different things that you can do, but definitely a little bit more affordable than the ultimate one, or with the, the big pack, but definitely a way that we could get product out to people. Because again, every time I think about this, I think about a pair of shoes. And when I walk into a store and I've got shoes on my mind and they don't have my size and they say, well, I'll ship it to you. I say, never mind. And I go somewhere else, right? And I think we've probably all lost a sale here or there because somebody was impatient and they wanted it right that moment. And so this is something that we can do to not only get the word out, but we can help them get their product right that moment. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and stop my share. So hopefully I can see on here. And well, let's see if I can find my first guest that I am no longer seeing. You ever have one of those days where it's just going to be difficult? It's just going to be a difficult day. So, okay, here we go. So Deborah, if you wouldn't mind, you should be able to unmute for me.
Okay.
All right, there you go. So hello, Deborah. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. Been outside all day, so it's beautiful, beautiful weather.
Oh my goodness, it absolutely is. And I want to spotlight you so that we can see your beautiful face. So first of all, I want to say thank you for jumping on here with me this evening. So grateful for your time and for you to be on here. And I just appreciate you spending your evening with us. So I wanted to start with that. And then I wanted to talk to you a little bit, guys, I had the privilege of listening to Deb speak. Was it 2 weekends ago? I guess it has to be 2 weekends ago.
Yeah,
Could have been, I don't know, last Saturday. There we go. In Andalusia. And you had such a powerful, powerful story. So I was hoping you could share it with us this evening.
I will. I'm so grateful, Andrea, that you asked me to do this, because that's the reason I'm in New Age, is to help just one person on this call. We're all adults, so I'm going to start at the beginning. I started having vascular migraines when I was 9. I started my, anyways, I was 9, and they were so debilitating. And so I tried food, allergies, things like that, and it just rocked on. And I would lose 2-3 days of my life. I would go blind in my eyes. I would lose my hands, my feet. I had no feeling. I would vomit 20-30 times. And this rocked on until I was 29. When I was 29, I apparently passed a cyst, which they thought was whatever they thought. Anyways, I went in for surgery and had a complete hysterectomy at 29. About 3 months after that, I looked at my husband and said, I've not had a headache. And he went, oh my God, you haven't. And it was kind of enlightening, but I didn't know why. Okay. 23 years ago, I had 5 to 9 widowmaker heart attacks. I had 5 stents put in my heart. Well, my 5-year-old grandson was sitting on my lap with his hand on my face, thanking Jesus for a healing. 2012, I had major heart attack. They could not do angioplasty again. So I had open heart surgery, 4 bypass. And the doctor came in the next morning and said that I had grown another artery. So what I tell everyone when I give my story is I'm supposed to be here, but so are you. If there's anyone out there that can hear me, I started in New Age 1 year ago, March 18th. I had gotten COVID. I gained the famous COVID 29 plus pounds, depressed, and with my heart, I was having a hard time breathing. So I would walk to my mailbox and halfway back, I couldn't breathe. So I'd put my hands on my knees and just stand there and breathe a while. Finally, one night, I lay down on my bed sobbing and asked the Lord, I said, look, I need a message and a messenger. I need to know this is from you. I cannot do it. Deborah in Hebrew means be. I'm always moving, and I couldn't get off the couch. So the following morning, I got up, didn't really notice a difference. This is the part, Andrea, you didn't hear in Andalusia because there was time constraint. So I didn't get off the couch, and I picked up my phone. I said, well, I'll clear my notifications. I don't get on Facebook because I go to jail a lot. Very opinionated person. And the first post was from someone who said, somebody in my life has been telling me for 20 some years to do something for myself. And I finally am going to do it. And she held up 2 bottles of drops. I laid the phone down. I have goosebumps, by the way. I laid the phone down and I laid my phone down and picked up my house phone and called her. And I said, what is the post you made on Facebook? She goes, Aunt Debbie? I said, tell me about the drops. She said, well, I don't really know. I've had them a few months. I've not really done anything with. I said, meet me at Cracker Barrel. She said, I can't. Next day, 10 o'clock, she met me at Cracker Barrel. I signed up for New Age. I started the drops the following morning. I want everybody who's watching this to take your hand in your shirt and just do this. And I want you to do it. Please do it until I tell you to stop. I started the drops the following day. And in the first 5 days, I lost 5 pounds. That's not saying that everyone will do the same thing I did. We are all so different. No medical claims here. Okay. When I tell you to stop, I want you to stop. Stop. For 68 years, my insides were doing that. And they wonder why I had the heart attacks. I'm an artist. My hands shook like I had Parkinson's. My hands do not shake. My insides do not shake. I used to have to hold my breath in order to draw a line. Everyone in my family had migraines. Everyone in my family, you know how that is, your family tree, right? Shook. My son, my grandson, my daughter. My sister had thyroid problems. So what I'm going to talk to you about for 2 minutes is this. This is a lifestyle change. My knees and my ankles, thank God for the 51 pounds I've lost on these drops. 51 pounds. I don't know if you can see that before and after picture back there, but I was a 1X. I'm now a extra small in pants and a small medium in shirts. When I think about New Age, the only thing I think about is whether I sell a bottle of drops or I sell a bottle of Rejuvenex. It really doesn't come down to that. It comes down to the lifestyle of leveling out your hormones, leveling out your thyroids, leveling out your glycemic index. What happened to me was not food allergies. When I had the total hysterectomy, it was hormonal. The headaches were hormonal. The shaking, all of this changed when I started New Age. I no longer shake. My body no longer shakes. But there's something else. Everybody says, tell your story the same. I won't do it because every single day it changes. Every day. About 10 days ago, I noticed I used to have this thing where anytime I felt like I had to go to the bathroom, either or, my hands from here down would ache. And the doctors, again, could not tell me why. I would just, my fingers would just ache. About 10 days ago, I realized my fingers don't ache. I do not have that anymore. So, folks, if you're on the fence, you deserve New Age. The person who brought you, you need to give the biggest hug and the biggest thank you, because you are not going to feel the same. If you give your body what your body needs, your body will respond. I've had many, many heart attacks, and they could not tell me why. Could not tell me why I shook. Could not tell me why the pain in my hands. I supposedly have osteoarthritis in every joint of my body. I don't know if you guys can see this, but that's 24,189 steps today. I'll be 68 in June. So get on these products, and your bodies are different. You're going to find the one that you love. Tell your story, share your story. First, get your story, because your story is going to be different than mine, and it's different than anyone else's. So thank you again, Andrea and Coach, for asking me to do this, because prayerfully there's someone out there that maybe had some of the similar problems. And I can tell you, I do the drops for 3 meals. And I found out once you lose your weight, you can continue to do the drops. You just do them differently. I do the M, the V, the Magnical, and the Vanali. I do Moa about 3 times a week. I love the frog. The frog is just so cute. And that's basically what I do with the products. Those are the products that I do each day, every day.
Well, I love that. I love your heart. And I love that you are here to share it with us. What a gift. So you definitely have something to share with this world. And one of the things that you said in Andalusia was, we don't know who's praying for what we have.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So it's our responsibility to open our mouth, because how can somebody's prayers be answered if we don't let them know what we've got to offer? So I love that.
Oh, folks, when you're laying in that bed and you have no hope, I mean, you just feel like so depressed. And what I told my niece is, share this, because she's not a salesperson, and you don't have to be, just share. If she would not have shared that, I don't know where I would be right now, because COVID kicked my fanny. Okay. And not the flu type symptoms of it. It was the aftermath that got me. And with the lung thing, the doctor told me it'd be 7 to 10 years that my lungs would heal. I started taking other products too with COVID. When I got on New Age, I didn't need those other products. So I'm not saying it cured COVID. What it did is it helped me, my body, come back with the immune system that it needed to fight whatever it was. And it's true. Don't hold back because of money or anything else. I'm on Social Security, and I will not be without these products. And that $5 coffee every day equals $150 a month. Think about that. I mean, you are worth every bit of these products, every single one of them that fit your lifestyle and fit what your little problem is that you don't share with everybody, because we all have them.
Well, I love it. And I thank you so much. Appreciate you joining us this evening and sharing your story. And just know that a lot of people are going to be blessed by your words tonight. So thank you.
Thank you, Andrea.
Thank you. So guys, we're going to switch gears a little bit. And I have another guest to join me on this evening. So I'm going to go ahead and spotlight her. So everybody, please help me welcome. This is Miss Kitty Hilton. And she is just an incredible leader. She actually lives in Southern California. So we could have been neighbors, but I guess I pipped out, darn it, before I had the chance to meet her. But she just enjoyed her 5-year anniversary with Zenoa, and she has a phenomenal story. So I cannot wait for you guys to hear from her tonight. So Kitty, thank you. Welcome.
My goodness, thank you so much. And Deb, thank you. My goodness. I tell you, I just feel like, what I have to share tonight is just, it doesn't compare to that. It's quite different than that. But I just really appreciate the story. And one of the things that my team has heard me say so many times is, and I can hardly say it after hearing her story and not be choked up, but literally, there are people on their knees every day praying for what we have. And I'm so grateful. I'm 25 years with John Wadsworth, over 25 years actually now. And so the company that I come from to be part of New Age with all of you is Zenoa. And I was with Miranda and John Wadsworth for 20 years. And then when John started Zenoa, I joined him, and that was, it'll be 6 years ago in June. So it's really, I am so committed, and your words, Deb, just meant everything. I mean, it just endorses what we are doing and really what we're here for. I learned about this type of a business. Andrea asked me to tell a little bit of my history. I learned about this kind of a business September 1969 in my very first marketing class, when the instructor ran down this list of business models. And when he defined what was called multi-level marketing then, I knew that was it for me. I never heard of such a thing. I mean, I grew up small town Texas down on the Gulf Coast. I never heard of anything like that. People either worked at JCPenney's or they worked at Dow Chemical. And, I really hadn't heard of that kind of thing before. And if you know network marketing from 1969, which probably a lot of people on this call do not, but it was like the wild, wild west. I mean, it really wasn't the profession that it can be today. It wasn't something that would probably could produce the kind of results that we heard from Deb. And later I went on to study to become a minister, but I knew that I really didn't have those necessary qualities to pastor a church. I didn't know what I was going to do, but I knew I was there, to make a future, and that future would need to have a connection to service, to impact, to passion, to purpose. And like I say, I didn't know what it was, but I knew I was in the right place, doing it the right way for me. And then I met John Wadsworth, and my future became crystal clear, because that man, I mean, I'm, like I say, I'm over 25 years with him. So that I do think a lot of him and what he offers to the world. And his mission became my mission. And I've been partnered with the father of superfoods now for over 25 years. And something that I think when you've lived a really kind of long time, you just don't think about all the pieces. But today, when I was thinking about that and what I wanted to share tonight, and I thought, well, honestly, the summer in between my ministerial classes, I went to interview people at a dating service. And it was a dating service that was also related. It was aligned with what I was doing in my ministry. And of course, it was unique, and it was the only one, and it was in Westwood, California. And but that it's like every step of what we do leads us to where we're supposed to be. And so here we are, all of us together, and we all came, from different places. And then I also hosted a talk show, Houston, Boston, LA, and a bunch of other things that relate to that kind of a business. Talk show, and then game show. They called them models. I wouldn't think of myself like that, but it was fun, especially, like I say, for a little girl from the Gulf Coast of Texas. it was something, and lots of commercials. And I did I did the series chips. So just lots of things. That was about 20 years of my life, but I never talk about it or mention it. And I love what we do. I just think every one of those things brought me here, and I just love what we get to do. And another blessing of the kind of business that we do, and it provides such incredible flexibility for us. I had my only child just kind of a bit later in life, about 3 months before my 40th birthday. And I wanted to stay home with her, but I still needed to earn at least $1,000 a month to close that gap in the family budget. And $1,000 a month, I think we could all agree, that can sound like a lot, or it can sound like a little. It just kind of depends on what your circumstances are. But our daughter is 31 years old now. So at that time, people didn't work from home. I had to really get creative if I was going to really be able to make some money, and I wasn't going to babysit. So that was another thing that just caused me to become really very, very serious about network marketing. And I am so incredibly grateful that I did. And not only, did I earn extra money, we needed and then some, but we were living a healthy lifestyle now. We were staying well, and all of those objectives that I mentioned before, they were satisfied. So the service, the impact, the passion, the purpose, every one of you here on this call right now, you know what I'm talking about, because you've done the same thing. I mean, there's something that really connects all of us. And just one more thing, and then I'll go on. But just one more thing is that I believe that this is a great way to raise children. I think that our daughter really benefited, and I think that it shows in her life that she grew up in network marketing, because our kids are seeing us serve others. They're seeing that we're happy. Our colleagues are our friends, for goodness sakes. And in our profession, most are guided by positivity and generosity. So it's a great life. It's a great lifestyle. And then you add on that there is the money, and there is that potential, and there are the trips and all those kinds of things. But anyway, Andrea, that's what led me here.
Well, I
Long
love
story,
it.
but that's what led me here.
That is quite a road to get you to network marketing, right? I mean, there's a lot of different paths there. So I definitely love that. And I love what you said. And I know that it seems like we have more options perhaps today to work from home.
Oh.
But I agree with you. I think this is a great way to be able to earn. You pick the number, right? Like, you got to do the work, but you pick the number and, set your intention and get to work. You can really pick and make it anything, and raise your children in a way that they're getting exposed to so much positive. So I love that. I love being able to see you're a little bit ahead of me with the kids' ages, but not too far. Like, I know I'm going to blink, I'm going to be right there. And so it's fun to see that how it turns out. So I love that. Thank you so much for that. And when we were talking a little bit earlier today, or I guess we were audioing each other, but you mentioned that there was one thing that has you really excited right now within New Age. And I was hoping you could share a little bit about what that is. And for those of us that might be a little green, like, what makes you so excited about it?
All right. Well, thing that I am super excited about. I was so excited. I'm excited about network marketing every day. Okay. I am. And I go to bed excited. I wake up excited, all of that. But when they announced this Utah Ultimate Experience, I was like, that is brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. So I am super excited about this promo. It is loaded with benefits honestly to last a lifetime. it truly will be, we will all experience it. This is going to be life-changing. Your business will change, everything will change. And in Marinda, we had something called Jade Camp. And so that's what I kind of liken it to, is Jade Camp. And it is just going to give a new person a track to run on. And I think that that's just one of the things that all of us, no matter what stage you are in your business, all of us are looking for that track to run on. And it also, that's going to give new people a really great start. But it also, one of the things that I've been really concerned about is how are the people that we have on our teams that haven't really found that track to run on yet? How is this going to be able to benefit them? And so I have talked to the company about it several times, because that's really important to all of us who are building businesses and have teams that we absolutely adore and want to see them accomplish everything that they want to accomplish. So we know it's going to give that new person a track to run on. It's also going to give, I know this is going to happen. I don't know exactly how it's going to happen, but it's going to happen. It's going to give our current teammates the opportunity to take part in this. And one way might be by earning and using the business rewards points. So that is one way that we'll be able to help everybody earn that trip. And like I say, I have experienced this type of a promotion in the past, so I know the effect that it can have on everyone. I think it's something we should all be very excited about. So to qualify for the promotion, I'm just gonna say, to qualify for the promotion, a new person needs to earn commissions, $3,000 within a 6-month period. And that's going to break down to 26 weeks. You in 20 each week. I mean, I know when you first start, you're not going to just pop out of the gate probably earning $125, but you will. You definitely will. So $125 a week in base commission, and then a new brand partner, I'd say may not be able to do that like really quickly, but you will. You're gonna grow yourself and you're gonna grow your business. And on this trip, all expenses are paid. They're paid by New Age. The ultimate goal is so that you can learn and grow and develop to the point of earning $100,000 a year. That may just sound like she's talking crazy talk. You wait and see. You wait and see. You're going to surprise yourself and you're going to be so proud. So that may not sound feasible, right at this moment, but it's possible, it's doable, it's going to happen. We're all going to support you and back you up and make sure that it happens. If that's what you want, then we're going to make sure that it happens. And I am excited. Everybody who qualifies on my team, I'm going to be trying to go to every single one of them, because it's definitely something that it's going to be life-changing. So you really want to be there and do it together. That you're going to be in an environment where there's other people like yourself. Plus, you're going to be with more seasoned, successful leaders who are going to be able to share their experiences. They're going to share their aha moments with you that they've learned as they're coming along. And then maybe they're even going to save you having to go through certain pitfalls because they have done it and they can prevent that for you. And another plus is you're going to be with the corporate people, and you'll spend time with them and with the other people who are part of this with you. You're gonna eat together, you're gonna play together, you're gonna get bonded. And imagine that. I mean, this is what makes me know that our lives will never be the same. Because once you do that, when you haven't had that before and you do that, then without hesitation, I promise you, you nor your life is ever going to be the same. There's a goal worth going for, and it's worth going for really wholeheartedly with your whole commitment.
Well, first thing that I love about that is that you broke it down by week. And
Yeah.
that's a decent chunk. It's but when you're brand new, that might sound a little bit intimidating, but you could start a little smaller and grow. Maybe by the end, maybe you're making $500 a week, right? But you can start. I love that you can have like an actionable goal each and every week. But what I love the most about this promotion is that it is so attainable. And it's attainable for that brand new person, because I think for any of us that have been in the industry for a minute, we're used to the trip being for the top, right?
Yes.
Not
Yes.
for the beginning. But I think once you know, I'm not there yet, but I'm going to get there one day. But once I think you get to the top, maybe you still need motivation and you still want to be inspired, but you're already there, right? And so to grab that new person when they're still a baby in the industry and say, look, we're going to immerse you in this culture and we're going to create something right here, I think is phenomenal. And then I love how Coach Palmer and Tracy Turnberg talked about using the Utah trip. Go reach out to your team. Who wants this, right? Just like you said, Kitty, like, who wants this? Okay, great. I will help you get there. And by helping people, well, what does that do? That's going to help you get to Costa Rica, right? Now get to Costa Rica and you can build on that and get to Tahiti. And think about that. That could be a lot of trips, right? A lot of trips that you could be having. Don't hit it this year. You can get it next, or you could do all three in 2022, 2023. I mean, that sounds pretty dang amazing. And I've been to Utah. I've been to field-led events there and a corporate-led event, but not a true immersion. And I'm so excited. And you are right. If you've been here, if you're seasoned, right, you've been here longer, you can use your NBR in order to attend the event. So go earn those and join us there in Utah. So last question for you tonight, Kitty. And you've brought a ton of great information. So I'm really, really grateful for it. And again, in our earlier communication, you talked about something that you are sharing with your team and you're teaching them how to see it and how to capitalize on it. And so I was hoping you could talk to all of us about the savings plan and what excites you about that and what you are sharing with your new people so that they can, get excited and capitalize on it as well.
You know what? I love the savings plan too. One of the things that we often hear about this particular plan, it is so unique. And I think our profession was ready for something new. So this is new to me. So I'm still learning the terminology and all of that kind of stuff. So on the savings plan, I did take some notes here so that I can try to stay focused in the right terminology and everything. But I think also the rich goodness that this plan offers, that's what makes people think that it's confusing and that there's, that it's overwhelming and all of that, is because there is so much to it and so much rich goodness. And I'm telling you, the Thursday trainings that Taylor and the team are doing, those have been invaluable to me. And I hope everybody's catching those. So, okay, so I heard a little something about the savings plan probably a year ago, and we hadn't really transitioned over yet, but I knew something about the savings plan. I knew it existed. I had no idea what it really was or how to use it, but those, like I say, thank goodness for the Thursday trainings, because that's when my brain heard it and processed it, and it's super simple. It is simple. It can help you build along with what we just talked about the Utah experience. It can help you build toward that. It can be building them at the same time, so that as you're building the Utah trip and you're just looking for 125 payout on every Friday, every week, and then that doubles and it's 250, and now you're qualifying for the savings plan. So the savings plan, here's how it works. And this is, like I say, this is from the perspective of someone who's also still learning and about all this goodness here. So here's what our team is focusing on for starters. Number one is your Payline volume. I don't know if anybody wants to take notes, but you I might say something that triggers something for you. Your Payline volume is what this is based on. And here's what I figured out. When you said that I figured out that the 125 a week is what you need to make for Utah, here's what I figured out for the Payline volume. It's got to be at least 1,700. Now, if you've been around a while, 1,700, please forgive me if that's insulting to anyone. But imagine you're just starting and 1,700 in your Payline volume, that might be a lot. 1,700 is what's going to qualify. It's like the minimum that's going to qualify you for the savings plan. So if you're not yet seeing that 1,700 in your Payline volume, just keep driving toward that. Know that 1,700 is what's going to be the minimum qualification in points for you to be able to qualify for the savings plan. And you know, you're new, you come in, you look, you've got 900, so you say, okay, I need another 800. Am I going to get 8 more orders, 100 points, or how am I going to do that? And just start trying to figure it out. Some weeks you might not be able to, other weeks you will. Here's something else that I heard when the Okies qualified just recently to get the $10,000 earned in the savings plan. They said, had we known sooner what it took to get there. Well, I was the same way. It's like, I can look back and I can see where I qualified, but I didn't have any idea that I qualified. So this is really important that you just know what it takes to get qualified. So here's my example. I wrote out this little example here. With 1,700 in Payline volume, your commission on that volume will be $255. You need $250. So also, it would be really nice if you had a little bit of padding in there. I don't know if $5 is enough padding. I mean, what if somebody, decided not to get their lip plumper? Yeah, I don't know. But so at $255, you're going to be qualified. You're going to earn that $255. $255, that's fun. It means you hit the qualification, you earn the $255. And then this was a question that I had, and I'm really glad that we got it answered a few weeks ago. Because what I wondered is, in the plan, the 15% that goes into your savings plan, where does that come from? Guess what? It comes from the company. It comes from the plan. It's part of the plan. So that 15% additional that goes into your savings plan, you didn't pay for that. A lot of times on bonuses, you're putting something in. On that, absolutely not. Now, to complete this figure, this 15%, so 15% of the 255 equals $38.25. That's the amount that's going into your savings plan for that week. So just know that that's the minimum that we just talked about. You can earn this savings bonus up to $500 a week on it. And after you hit the $10,000 bonus, this just keeps on working for you. So after you hit that $10,000 bonus, you receive your saved dollars that the company's been holding for you, your little savings account. You can continue to qualify every single week and receive the payout every month. So now it's gonna be adding for you every week that you're qualifying for it, and every month you're going to get paid instead of waiting for it to be a certain amount. So I think it's phenomenal. I think it's simple. I appreciate that it is simple.
I love it. And I also love that, there's not a cap. So you can keep, it's not that if you earn 250, that's it. you're just going to get the 15% of 250. Well, you earn 500, you're going to get 15% of that. You earn 324, you're going to get 15% of that. You earn 1,000, you're going to get 15% of that. So it definitely can add up very, very quickly. And it's free money. It's free money, right? It was just disappearing, going right back to the company, whatever, like magically going to someone else, right? And not to you if you're not qualifying. So I'll tell you, I love that goal. I love that goal for somebody to be able to say, look, like, I don't know if you guys have seen, but you can look in your dashboard, in your back office, you can look right there and it'll say, you are X number to 10,000. And you can watch as that little graph moves across the screen. And talk about motivating, right? To be able to watch and like, oh, I'm that much closer, I'm that much closer, I'm that much closer to whatever that goal may be. So I love it. Kitty, thank you.
Thank you, Andrea, for inviting me. I really appreciate it.
Well, I appreciate you coming on here, sharing your experience and your wisdom with all of us tonight. Greatly appreciate that. And Deborah, thank you so much for your time this evening. And everybody, thank you for your patience with me tonight. That was a fun one getting on here this evening, but I'm glad that you guys powered through. Hopefully you got a lot of value from these amazing ladies. And I cannot wait to see you guys all back here next week. So thank you so much. Hope you all have a great night and I'll see you soon.
Thank you, Andrea.